Hi everybody, I just want to take a moment today to talk about equipment right sizing. As we're dealing with COVID-19, the realities of having to reinvent our cleaning programs are becoming more clear to businesses and institutions. And the main part of that focus is looking at being able to clean highly touched objects or touch points. And it sometimes can be hard to balance the need for that with the labor that we have available. And so generally we have to find new and better ways of doing other tasks that aren't touch point related. One of those is open area cleaning of hard floors, hallways, cafeterias, gymnasiums, other types of, lobbies, different things like that. And what I have here today is just kind of different sizes of equipment or tools that people generally choose from. Obviously we have a mop and bucket. Some people are still using that for cleaning those open areas. We have a small walk behind scrubber, which this 20-inch auto scrubber is the most popular sized machine in the marketplace. Then a larger walk behind, and then a micro rider. And today what we're going to do is just to show you the differences in time. When we think about cost, sometimes people get cost confused with the price of the machine. The cost is really how much time it takes us to use it. And because labor is 90% of the cost of cleaning. So today we're going to clean 1,000 square feet of floor using each different machine. We'll fast forward through the actual cleaning process so you don't have to watch all of that in real time. But we're going to start with the mop bucket. And what I'm going to do is just simply time how long it takes with each different tool. And we'll let you folks be the judge of what would be the lowest cost machine. So here we go with the mop bucket. So normally I wouldn't walk right back through what I just mopped, but for the sake of video, never want to walk off camera. So how much time did that take us? Looks like just under 7 minutes. Okay, so 6 minutes, we'll just call it 6 minutes and 50 seconds per 1,000 square feet. So we'll label that one. The other thing to notice about a mop and bucket, obviously it's very strenuous physically. I only did 1,000 square feet. I'm just shy of sweating. But you'll notice that the floor stayed wet for a significant amount of time after I'd mopped it. So, okay, the next machine we're going to use is a small walk behind scrubber, a 20-inch machine. So we'll reset the timer and start, and we're ready to go. Okay, so with the small walk behind scrubber, took us about 4 minutes, and we'll call it 15 seconds. And so now we'll jump to the larger walk behind. We're going from a 20-inch walk behind to a 28-inch. And the assumption generally is that if we go from a small walk behind to a bigger walk behind, we're going to save a lot of time. And that may be true, but we want to confirm it. We want to test that out. Better reset this. Okay, we're off and running with a 28-inch walk behind. Okay, so one main difference that you might have noticed is I didn't have to make as many passes with that machine, and we're down to about 3 minutes and 30, we'll call it 3 minutes 30 seconds. The smaller machine, I had to make one extra pass, I would say. 5 passes probably would have done it. I overlapped a little more just to make sure I had coverage. And with the larger walk behind, I didn't have to do that. So we did make a dent in that. We saved about 45 seconds per 1,000 square feet. So now, oops, we'll just make sure we've got everything ready to go. And start our timer. Okay, so you can see, we'll call that 2 minutes and 15 seconds with the rider. So you can see there's a significant difference, a much bigger jump when you go from walk behind to rider than when you go from small walk behind to large walk behind. And a lot of people make that mistake. They think, well, okay, we'll go to a larger walk behind machine and it's gonna save us a lot of time. They'll save you some, but if you also may have noticed it's a lot more cumbersome to operate. The rider's actually got a smaller footprint because the operator's on top instead of walking behind. And it's much easier to see what you're doing and see where you're scrubbing and not run into things as easily as you would with a large walk behind that doesn't save you nearly as much time. So I hope this is helpful. The one thing you'd want to think about is this is 1,000 square feet. How many thousands of square feet do you have in your facility that would be considered open area hard floor cleaning? So in summary, we've applied those numbers to a 20,000 square foot building, and you could pause the video here to assess these numbers in more detail. But basically 20,000 square feet at $20 an hour, 365 days a year. What I really want to point out is our annual cost for a 20-inch walk behind are $10,000, just over $10,000. With a micro rider, we cut those costs in half. So I hope this video is helpful. If you have any questions, please reach out.